My name is Emma G. I am a singer, songwriter, motivational speaker, edutainer, otherwise known as an educational entertainer, and author, originally from New Zealand, now living in Washington, D.C. My story starts at the age of 4 months old when I was diagnosed with a relatively rare neurological condition called hydrocephalus, which literally translates to water on the brain. Now, I don't know how much you know about the brain, but everybody's brains floats in water, otherwise known as cerebral spinal fluid, or CSF for short. For most people, that water enters into the cranium and then drains down the spinal column, hence the name cerebral spinal fluid. However, for me, I have a cyst in the middle of my brain, about the size of my fist, which blocks the exit way. So water can get into my head, but it has no way of escaping. Thankfully, at the age of 4 months old, I had a shunt, or a really long tube, inserted into my head to drain out the cerebral spinal fluid, which has saved my life. However, as a consequence, I have had 10 brain surgeries and 24 surgeries in total. Now, why do you care? Great question. See, I now have been a full-time musician in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area for almost 7 years. Even back in New Zealand, I was also writing, performing, and recording regularly. However, just before the pandemic broke out, I broadened my business to establish another business called Youth Empowerment Through Songwriting, or Yes Youth Coaching, where I help young people to write their own music of truth, healing, empowerment, autonomy, authenticity, and healing. So that's been a really beautiful project that I've been able to sort of start building and growing and, delivering to schools throughout the country. However, I also recognize that it's not just young people who might need to hear my message. You see, if you can imagine Oprah Winfrey, Mel Robbins, and Billy Allsbrooks combined with Adele, Alicia Keys, and Pink, that's kind of what I do. I combine music and lyrics of healing, hope, empowerment, courage, and strength with speaking. I really want to make sure that my audiences who hear me leave every show, every presentation feeling ready to take on the world. For that matter, I write songs and perform songs like this. I'm breaking up with the past that no longer serves me. The trauma that's in my bones is now only learning. I'm breaking up with the fear, leaning into your truth, trying to trust again. If love is having faith in. And I also write songs like this. No matter what comes my way, I'll be smiling every step I take. I'm a legend, make no mistake, that I'm living proof that love wins. Basically, my entire purpose is to make sure that everybody who leaves my presentations and my performances feeling like a Jedi. Somebody who is completely fulfilled and ready to take on the world just like a Jedi. Justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion are my superpowers, and I would love to join your team to speak on these subjects, as well as just speaking truth, hope, healing, and encouragement into audiences worldwide, especially when it comes to overcoming from the pandemic. I look forward to hearing from you soon.